All right, guys, it's Monday here, beginning of the new week, and we're up to not good start. Markets are crashing, getting everybody's getting liquidated. World tensions, tariffs, government shutdown. So where are we going from now? Are we in the bear, or what the hell is going on? Let's check it out. So yeah, overall crypto market is pretty bad. We are -4%, 3.6 trillion. Bitcoin going down, already 106K. Ethereum into shit too, and rest of the altcoins even getting worse. So yeah, crypto bubbles. Here's the situations going on. Everything pretty much down besides the maybe Dash. Yeah, uh, nothing really looks great. Everybody's upset. It's fear on market. Here is the world assets. Gold retraced from 4,300, 4,400, went down, is actually staying around 4 grand. Overall market cap of the gold was 27 trillion. Nvidia was doing pretty well. It's break 5 trillion and staying all-time highs. And actually is another great asset, which is Tesla, closed last week on an all-time high and staying above 450, which is really great news. And I have big potential, you know, all everything what they do, what the Musk do and industry. So yeah, we'll see. From Ash Crypto, Trump just said his meeting with G was great, one and will lead to the everlasting peace and success for both U.S. and China. My G2 meeting with President G of China was great. One of both our countries. This meeting will lead to everlasting peace and success. God bless both China and USA. Yeah, it was a couple days ago meeting. What I can say, speculations, and he was playing with all these tariffs. Of course, market of so volatile because of that, and also government shutdown doesn't help any better. So S&P 500 doing actually pretty well on all-time highs, a little bit retraced, but not so much. So other than that, we are in a deep shit in the crypto market. Where is a way out from there? Well, we'll see. I think it is, maybe or maybe not. So here's for more macro news, which is not great apparently for United States. But I guess we're not the only country in the world, right? The United States. Just in Russia, China. China says is ready to strengthen cooperation with Russia to protect both countries' interests. And here's the news from World Affairs. China plans to buy Iranian oil and in yuan currency instead of the US dollar. So that's what G actually did also with Arab countries for the oil and exchange, whatever they purchase and whether they want to make it a yuan. So I don't know how it gonna works out, but apparently they wanna BRICS and China wanna shift from dollar to their currency. So, but I don't know how it's gonna works. We'll see. And here's what happened with the crypto market. We got pretty much liquidated 200 billions from crypto market over the last day. So, and it's been involved those big whales have been crashed the market on October 10/10 on 10/10 date. Yeah. So, and here is the exactly apparently that whale. Breaking news from Danny. Trump insider with 100% win rate, who opened the 456 million short, just made another 30 million in 25 minutes of total monthly profit on his wallet of 20 million. Crypto is just a game for him. So it's like speculation with Baron Trump. You remember what I told you, that 10/10. And here's the exactly I guess, a couple minutes, a couple hours later, news is actually from Rob from Digital Asset News and Zero X Nobler. Trump insider with 100% win rate just got fully liquidated on his longs. So yeah, even they know what's going on behind the curtains. They still cannot fully manipulate. They can get liquidated. So that's what happened. Apparently, the same person got liquidated, had 100% win rate. So yeah, that's the reality. You don't know every 100% of what's going on, and even if you know there's some information, you still can get screwed. So yeah, from simply Bitcoin, it's a morning post apparently from 10 a.m. 8 billion of Bitcoin shorts to be liquidated if Bitcoin rallies to 5% to 117,000. Well, apparently right now we are not 5% from 117, we are right now 106. So yeah, like you guys see, short's been liquidated, long's been liquidated. Pretty much, markets wanna wipe it off everyone. It's not just like you short in the position or you're long in position. It's they want to demolish everyone and make the most pain for everyone. So that's the reality of the crypto market and speculation. So we need to be careful. And here is Anon Cooker news. BlackRock is dumping hundreds of millions worth of Bitcoin and ETH. What's going on? So BlackRock is BlackRock, but all of this BlackRock money, it's pretty much retail money, and retail is so BlackRock is just like us. If retail wanna cash out money and they freaking out on dumps like that, they're gonna cash out. Nothing BlackRock can do about it. So BlackRock is ain't no different than retail. So institutions and retail is the same. That's the reality. So people freaking out and they selling the Bitcoin and Ethereum. So just look at that. And from Jim Cramer, of course, he's famous for his inverse Jim Cramer, always opposite direction from naive. Jim Cramer was posted very discouraging close. Got to win until Monday for a bounce, but what a month. That's the reality. Always saying opposite. We must listen to Jim Cramer and do totally opposite, and it's gonna actually work out maybe 100%. From Crypto Zaraz, it's from Polymarkets, from the betting markets. Polymarket predict 61% chance of Bitcoin drops below 100K by 2026. Kalshi, it's also another Polymarket saying that it's 59. So historically, prediction markets have been pretty accurate in predicting BTC prices. So what you're saying is have some money ready to sidelines, bring it on. So yeah, it's speculation everywhere. We might dump, we might pump, we might go sideways. So nobody knows. Everybody just speculating. But yeah, I remember was they predict Polymarkets predicting that Trump win. It was actually end up actually pretty accurate. We'll see how it's gonna works out. But we are pretty much 106K, and to drop below 100K, of course, 100K it's a big line. We've been above 100K for about quite a bit of time. So if it goes below, it doesn't look any pretty. But we'll see. It's not far away. From crypto rover, normally November is the best month for crypto. So yeah, that's the graph. Well, normally October was one of the decent months for crypto too, but apparently not this month, not this year. So same can happen this month. Would be not best month, maybe horrible month. Hopefully not, but we'll see. From Quinton, high stablecoin inflows since December 2024. So from Panamax, Massive signal, 7.3 billion in stable coins just flowed into Binance highs in December 24th, right before BTC ripped from 67 to 108K. That's a lot of dry powder. Yeah, usually when you see Tether or other stablecoin like USDC start printing uh, billions of money, usually they preparing for the buy the dip, and usually a lot of big pumps happen after that. But you see, we are in uncharted territory right now. We don't know what's going on. It's everybody's get liquidated, longs and shorts. So we need to be very careful. I think it's a good time just how they say sit on your hands and don't do any decisions, don't do any movements. It's very dangerous. If you have a spot, just hold the spot. If you on some position and have leverage, well, be careful. Nothing here financial advice, and none of these people can give you advice, and nobody knows what's going on with the markets. We're not Nostradamus here, just random people on internet. And here's some couple graphs of the speculation, but it's been accurate in the past. So from UN, the biggest alt season starts tomorrow, of course, tomorrow. BTC accumulation phase done. Alts ready to 222 times. Last chance become millionaire with low caps in 2025. Here is the list of 5 alts. That's whatever. So what I'm trying to show you is this the graph. What happened was minus 12% accumulation, then it pumps. It was happening in 2020, 2021. Minus 13% accumulation, 15,000%. So yeah, how they say, TA works until it don't. So it's all speculation. It of course depends from macro conditions, tariffs, wars, Trump tweets. So it's all good until it don't. So we need to be careful. From Morales, last 12 years, BTC has flown one pattern. 2013, duration 9 months, bear trap 5 months. 2017, duration 9 months, bear trap 6 months. 2021, duration 9 months, bear trap 6 months. What do we have for today? Now we're in month 6. Next 3 months will be biggest for BTC. Well, we expect October will be one of the biggest months too. So if we follow the 4-year cycle, technically we should be done by October. But we'll see. We might prolong, extend till 2026 Q1, but it's already gonna cycle gonna get breakdown. So however it's shown by the TA, we're somewhere here. We'll see. Uh, we can just watch and hope. That's it. We cannot make the statements that it be accurate. And here is from Bitcoin Therapist. This is the most bullish chart I've seen. I think I've said that a couple videos ago that we across the golden cross, and technically after we have a golden cross, we pump from previous markets was 264%, then 2200, then 1100, and question is, are we gonna do the same or not? So, but remember, death cross and golden cross doesn't work 100% of the time. So it's all TA, it's all prediction. From Merlin the Trader, everyone is calling bear market at the worst possible time. Global liquidity is about to ramp. Fed repo is inflows. TGA floodgates. Asia stimulus wave. Credit is incoming. This is entire cycle ran on no liquidity. That's why only Bitcoin made the new highs. When liquidity returns, all coins moves. Macro setup is loaded. Well, he got a point of that because we have a government shutdown. Is ain't no help to the United States, to the world even, and to the liquid markets. Even S&P 500 pumping, we still on the quantitative tightening until the next month. And in December, we're gonna have QE, and we're gonna start injecting the liquidity, which is money, into the system. And also next year, Trump gonna choose his own Fed, who's gonna start printing the money and cutting the rates probably harder. We'll see if we can go lower, as low as the 1%, which is 100 points, which is what we had. We had in 2020, 0%. I, I'm sure it's not going to be possible 0% this cycle, but we'll see because macro is pretty bad. Unemployment is, job market is pretty low, so dangerous times. But for the uh, housing, crypto, I think it's looks like it's ready to pump, and all liquidity looking towards that way. Here's the Bitcoin conference. Tom Lee again said 200 Bitcoin, 200K Bitcoin this year is still in play.
I mean, if I look at everything since October 10th, because that was the biggest liquidation in the history of crypto, like bigger than
Like a
FTX.
margin call almost. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a almost a miniature rupture, like a
Yeah.
tsunami. We're only a couple weeks from that, so I think the market is consolidating. But if I look at fundamentals, like Ethereum, stablecoin volumes have been exploding, application revenues at all-time highs. So right now, fundamentals are leading price in crypto. So I think eventually we consolidate and then we rally into year end.
Is there 150?
Yeah, I think we can still get to 150, 200 for Bitcoin, and then
You're
something
right.
like 7,000 for Ethereum.
Well, it's in his interest. He's representing pretty much Ethereum. He's like Michael Saylor of the Ethereum to pump the markets, and of course his company gonna do well. It's his company still doing very well, but for example, I remember 2020. It's exactly the same thing happened. We crashed so hard, and I remember was Ethereum around. It was under $100. It was between around $100. So yeah, and I would never thought it gonna go all the way 4,000 ish. So, but it did eventually, and same as Bitcoin was under 10 grand and hovering way below that from 5 to 10 grand, and then it's just run it through the 10 grand and went all the way till 64 all-time highs. So yeah, market's actually irrational and can break your head, and sometimes we look like in a very fear, but end up with being in a greed, and markets pumping so hard. But of course, this cycle is being pick and choose. But then if we see everybody saying that we wasn't in a had any bull, but if we see from the lows, Ethereum was went to the, I don't remember what exactly, it was 900 and lower, but I remember Solana was in the lows $8 to $10, and now it's hovering around 170. And people say that we didn't had a bull market, same as the Bitcoin went all the way till 15 grand, and now it's trading around 110 grand, 107 grand. So it's 5, 6 times, and we cannot call that bull. I think it is pretty bull. Of course, we didn't have crazy altcoin season like we had in 2020, 2021, but we have pick and choose meme coins, of course, and all this speculation. But don't forget, we have so many uh, coins right now, and most of the coins are pretty much garbage. So we can probably see 10, 20, 30 coins, crypto, that legit, and the rest of them it's all speculation. And it's not that means speculation is bad, but they people trading and speculating on these coins and making money. But if we see to the legit coins, we can count pretty much on the fingers how many legit protocols we have. But 99 probably 0.9% of the crypto are garbage. So we need to be careful and don't listen. I was like, oh, that friend said we need to invest in that. This friend said we need to invest in that. No, it doesn't work this way. And first of all, nobody, don't listen to anyone, even don't listen to me or other YouTubers. It's all up to you, and you have to think with your upper office over here to make the decisions. So yeah, invest if you decide to invest on your own risk and be very careful. Don't speculate on any meme coins and stupid stuff. That's the reality. Let's finish couple more news. Or here's from Astro. Adam Bax, actually a famous guy in the crypto world. Dips exist to transfer the Bitcoin from weak hands to the strong hands, HODL. So yeah, every dip, it's sometimes sounds annoying, but yeah, every dip pretty much, if you DCA in on the lows, it's actually good for you for the future. Every dip is give you more and more money for your future. So, but of course, it depends what crypto. But we talk about probably here as a Bitcoin. I'm not gonna talk about other altcoins. It's already up to you and all of those dips. But if you buying the dips on Bitcoin, I think it's a good time. Even people say, "Oh, I'll wait till 80 or 90 grand." What's the difference if you buy right now in 106? Or you trying to wait in 90 grand and it will never happen, but then eventually it's gonna go to 1 million. So what's gonna be difference when Bitcoin worth 1 million dollars and you buy when it was 106 or 90 is no difference at all. So difference will be in the end of the way. What happened when you buy a couple of years ago. So like they say, best time to invest it was 9 years ago, and second best time is now. So think of that. Here is from Michael Saylor. I thought that's a very interesting video. He's talking about how you 100 times your money. Let's watch that.
To get superior returns, 100x type returns, if you're an individual, would be you adopt you keep your day job, and so you maximize the cash flow you generate via whatever your profession is. You're responsible on your expenditures. You have to think in the year 2045, I think a Bitcoin's worth $13 million. So every Bitcoin that you don't buy is a $13 million cost. That Ferrari that you're going to buy is going to cost you like 6 Bitcoin. And so it's going to be $100 million Ferrari, right? If you look out 20 years. So you have to keep your job. Unless you're insanely rich, don't splurge on the Ferrari. Buy the 6 Bitcoin instead. And with regard to leverage, the intelligent leverage for the individual is generally long dated, mid dated mortgage debt. So if I have any kind of property, if I have a house, I would put a long mortgage on it, a 10-year mortgage, a 15, a 20-year mortgage on it, especially a conforming loan, and then I would roll it into Bitcoin because mortgage debt is not mark to market. It's against an asset which is fairly stable. Normally, the interest rates are somewhat subsidized by a Fannie Mae or a Freddie Mac program or a government program. So it's the cheapest form of permanent capital that someone can get. So, I give you what you shouldn't do. You shouldn't quit your job. You shouldn't splurge on sports cars you can't afford. Don't buy a yacht because it's obscenely expensive, and don't pay off your mortgages. Don't get debt free. Uh, any capital you have that's not marked to market capital would be better invested in an asset that's going up 30% a year for the next.
$13 million of per Bitcoin sounds insane, but was it really insane by 2045? If we think Bitcoin will be 1 million by 2029, 2030, I don't think it's insane. It just sounds like that. But do you remember, guys, that when it was Bitcoin $10,000 and everybody think it was insane, 100,000, and here, look where we at, right? So yeah, but reality, he's saying just keep investing and just manage your money. Of course, you need to enjoy yourself, but also look out for your future. What do you want to achieve? If you're rich, poor, or you're middle class, so depends on your spending habits and on your investing habits. If you can invest as much as possible in DCA and into Bitcoin and still enjoying your life, that should we all do, right? That's the reality of it. From Bitcoin archive, zoom out. So where's the Bitcoin standing in the world? So look at that. Bitcoin is 2% of the all global money. US dollar 21 trillion debt. Gold 27 trillion was hit almost. It was hit 30 trillion a couple weeks ago. Yuan 35. Oh, great. That's crazy. I didn't know yuan will be bigger than US dollar. Euros 16 trillion. Japanese yen almost 10 trillion, and others is 11 trillion. But also, guys, don't forget the biggest asset in the world, it's a real estate. So yeah, and what do we see? Pretty much Bitcoin is only $2 trillion, is a very tiny bit of piece of the market. So yeah, if we take that Michael Saylor said is $13 million by 2045 count, it's actually achievable. It's a tiny bit of the 2 trillion market right now compared to the whole world. And that's I like this picture from Carl Menger. Lateness is habit of the crowds. Bitcoin is the habit of the pioneers. In 1900, we see the only one car. In 1930, we see only one horse. So here's the adoption. And I remember when I read some history or whatever it is, and they say that cars is unsafe, and horse and buggy was actually very safe for the people, and it's still cars get adopted, and here's what happened. And now we have, from what 12 years 13 years ago, we have now is one Bitcoin, and we have only one Michael Saylor. So that's the C adoption pretty much for the future, where we see the cars, horse and buggies, and where we see Bitcoin. And Bitcoin right now, I think only 1% of the only 1% of the Bitcoin of the world owns the Bitcoin. So think of that. What's the future of the Bitcoin? What's the future of the adoption? It's no dollars, it's not bricks or yen or whatever it is. It's no gold, it's no housing even. It's a Bitcoin. That's the future of the adoption, and that's the money wealth transfer gonna go to Bitcoin. So if you don't own any, well, you're not gonna part of it. So yeah, that's the reality, guys. That's all I have for today. I'll try to get back with you guys tomorrow, Tuesday. I appreciate you. Please, if you have any question, comment under. I'm more than welcome answer market questions or personal questions or anything else. Thanks so much, guys, and please like and subscribe. I appreciate you for all your attention. Peace out. This is out.